Alright, what's up?
Alright, how you doing? Mr. ThePikaPlayer himself.
Alright, Sr.B versus Harbmayg, aka Toxicara. The best assignment of this patch, basically. I feel like saying that is actually a little disrespectful now that I think about it, considering that Stay Maddie was playing throughout the entirety of this patch for the most part. But Toxicara I am biased towards because he got what was it? Let me just double check to make sure I'm not getting my stats mixed up. Yeah, he got second at he got top 8 at both of the previous Flash Mountain tournaments I hosted before this.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he got second at the 2024 Flash Mountain, and then fourth at the 2025 Spring one. So has been showing up with the Simon as of late.
Let's see if he can do some work into this, into Senior's Link here. When I was last playing the game, Link was considered to be the strongest character in the game, and while this tournament is on the same patch, it has been a while, but Link is still very, very clearly very good, and
yeah, definitely.
Bomb Arrow just taking the stock.
Bomb Arrow is a really, really strong projectile for Link, for sure. Definitely something that you just have to always be aware of. Basically, if you have a linear recovery, he just presses down special and neutral special, waits for you to be in range, and then you die. That was a good ledge hog there.
Great ledge hog. It is difficult to sometimes find that that ledge hog into certain characters like Link, who doesn't have a lot of hitboxes surrounding him, but
yeah, it's a very active move for sure. Up tilt there, that's gonna kill. All right.
Yep.
Link classic.
Such a strong combo, such a strong move for no reason. But can Hog make it up? That is the question now. Just chaining these crosses together.
Yeah. Again, both of these characters I feel like are definitely like they're very, very strong. I think on the whole, they're pretty projectile heavy characters. Simon, of course, everybody knows how good like most of his projectiles are, but I feel like Link's projectiles are about as, if not in some scenarios, better than Simon's sometimes. I think Simon definitely, the projectiles are way better for just kind of controlling sort of set positions a lot better than Link's, but Link's are just so much more damaging and have a lot more uses in like combos and such that I feel like they're both just really, really good projectiles. Also the fact that they both have like 3 projectiles, 4 if you count Bomb Arrow as a separate one for Link, but I honestly just think that's... You very rarely see regular arrow as opposed to just going for the Bomb Arrow. So functionally, Link really only uses about 3 projectiles. Some good ledge trapping build from Toxicara.
Yeah, just able to keep Senor on the ledge for long enough to set up the kill.
Yeah, which is where Simon's projectiles excel, of course.
But yeah, Simon trying to push this stock as much as possible, trying to find as much advantage, looking for the roll in there, trying to punish it with the tipping forward smash, but wasn't able to find it, and now Link dashed up in the wrong way. That's going to send him off stage, which is not looking good because
yeah,
when you're on the ledge, it is so scary against Simon. Simon is great at trapping you there.
For sure, yeah. And we've been seeing a lot of that this entire game so far from Toxicara. Just really has the pace of the game firmly in his grasp, and Sr.B has been playing catch-up for most of this game, trying to just get back into this. He is at 113, so I feel like a couple more hits would probably do it. As I say that though, a bomb arrow is going to even the stock count, but it is Link, but it is going to be tough to make it back from this position, at the very least.
Yeah,
Wait, that's a quick 57 though. That's a quick 82
wow.
though.
Yeah, now we're looking at final hit situation for both characters, and Toxicara missing the confirm there into the 4 there. We're gonna see if Link can make it backstage quickly. Nice power shoot from that kills. That attack. I remember when they made that change, that dash attack change, well back when, and this dash attack is so big, it's so strong, it's so good for taking stocks way too early.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so massive. Feels like Toxicara got a little bit robbed there.
Yeah, but I feel like also he was playing a bit too... he had a lot of situations there in that last couple of hits where he could have made the confirm and gotten a kill, like when he whiffed that fair, I believe it was, off the throw. That was one situation where he definitely could have confirmed there, but, you know, just playing a bit more patient and just not getting comboed like that to 80% into interactions, maybe is the way to go. Moving forward.
We're going back to Tower of Salvation. So Toxicara clearly believes he can do it on the stage. Are we going to see...
I think the last time that they played, back in February, they also played, they played one set before, back in February in the previous Flash Mountain, and it was a 3-0 in Sr.B's favor, but I believe they went all toss that set as well. I think in Game 3, Toxicara ended up switching over to Ichigo, which I believe is his counter pick for most matchups. When it feels like the Simon's just not able to do it.
We did see him go to the Simon, to the Ichigo earlier in the tour, and it did work. So maybe we'll see it here if he's not able to take this game too. And Link is a stock up, and we're doing so much damage with this hitboxes. This
game looks like it's kind of getting away from Toxicara right now. Basically the inverse of how that last game went. I feel like this is kind of a trend with a lot of sets I see Sr.B play in, where like he starts the first couple of games kind of on the back foot, but if he's able to close those out, then he just dominates the remainder of the set for the most part, unless the opponent is able to make some good adaptation.
And all that
good back here
will take it. Nice finds. Simon.
Oh, drop shield though.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, truly unfortunate there. Just dropped shield at the wrong time. We're gonna see if we can reset this position here and just sort of get any semblance of damage back and get back into the game.
Oh wow!
Nice forward smash. Go and
gets the axe too. I don't think he has a jump. Oh, the axe barely missing right there. That probably could have been stock if it didn't hit. All right, the back air. Yeah, I don't think he can make it back off this.
No, he can't. No resources left to make it back to stage. So yeah, Toxicara has found his way back into the game. We're sort of getting closer to even damage, even though Link still has more damage. And I'm sort of cursing myself here because Sr. did just find a 40% combo.
Something like that for sure, yeah.
Solidly in the lead, but Toxicara has a footing now.
I think something that I've been seeing Toxicara do throughout this these last two games is this usage of the up special of Simon's to get out of the corner, which I don't really think I've seen any other Simon really do as much. It's an interesting tactic for sure, not something I've seen a lot, but it seems to be working pretty well to get him out of these spots where he feels like up, not there, but in general, it seems like it's been pretty good to get him out of disadvantageous spots.
Yeah.
The up tilt vortex, and that's 57. Yep.
It's so easy to build damage with Link, and it's so easy to take stops because he has such big hitboxes. And now Toxicora is finding himself at 104% off just a few interactions, and
yeah,
we're going to
try and get him off stage. Oh no, good boomerang to get him out of there.
And we did find the tip of back air to close out that stop, but now we are at in 124% deficit, and we're gonna have to somehow find a way to put all of that damage on Blink.
This could be it? No, good tech from Sr.B. Yeah, I think if that down smash had landed... Oh my gosh, he comboed bomb arrow into down air because of the boomerang win box.
This game's winner is...
So maybe we'll see the Ichigo here because Simon has been struggling into Link. Link's boxes are just so good.
It's the damage output, the disjoint, the power of it all. Link just seems to have that over Simon in a lot of areas. Even though Simon technically does have larger disjoints, I believe. So let's see here. No, we're gonna stick with it.
Stick with Simon. It's like we're feeling confident in our abilities today to take it with Simon. And we're going to see if we can get anything started here. We've got a nice ledge situation going on, but Sr.B is able to get back into center stage.
Is it fair? That's going to send him off stage. A bomb arrow, keeping him off stage.
Yep.
High recovery. What do you do here? Just stuck in the corner versus Link.
And Sr.B is already put Simon at 106%. There's so much damage on this character.
Yeah.
Because we are going to see Link being put in the corner, but he just gets back so easily. I think it's because Simon's disjoints, apart from Nair, they don't cover himself very well, so he has to be quite accurate with where he's placing his hitboxes. Whereas Link just kind of gets to run in and press buttons.
Yeah. That's very true for sure. Alright, nice back air there. That should secure the stock, yeah.
The bomb won't activate in time to save Link there. So we're going to see slight favor to Sr.B, but this damage can be made up quickly.
Yeah. Alright, the back throw? Alright,
nothing to be gained off it, but we are putting him in the corner, so I don't mind it too much.
Yeah. I definitely thought, I think something that I noticed a lot more between Toxicora versus Maddie's gameplay is definitely with like the grabs. I see a lot more of like the up throw chain grabs from Maddie, whereas with Toxicora, he seems to prefer to not do grabs as much, focuses a lot more on using the projectiles and Simon's normals to rack up damage like that. And just controlling positioning a lot more, whereas I feel like Maddie is a bit more of a sort of aggressive sort of Simon, if that makes sense, with the more of an emphasis on the grabs and such.
Yeah, this more positional playstyle is paying off at the moment. Link is unable to have much of a say here, but that might change quickly.
Yeah.
If we're able to find one of these bomb arrows. Oh, the get-up attack was very bad.
Oh, the up special. It's just gonna do it.
Spin is going to bail Sr.B out there.
right back at you. We're 2 stocks apiece at 0%. Completely tied here at the moment.
Yep. And this is potentially, if Toxicara can secure this, he will put himself back into the set. But if you're Sr.B, you're up 2-0 right now. You definitely are gonna have a bit more of nerves, I feel, to want to close this out, because you don't want to give the comeback any chance of happening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would say. What other sets have we seen in this pool?
We've seen Zelda at Sr.B, I believe. Also we've seen, and we would have seen.
Let me just run back and check it real quick. Oh, okay. So we've played all of Sr.B and Toxicara's sets besides this one. Oh, so then this is to decide if okay, so how this would work, if Zelda beats Lydou, then no, but Lydou would still move on to winner side, I think. And
Yeah,
he beat both of these.
one too, right?
Yeah, so then I think Lydou by default starts on winner side as the top seed from this pool, and these two are fighting then for the other seed that will start on winner side.
That makes sense.
So if Sr.B closes this out right now, he will advance the winner side of the main bracket. Whereas if Toxicara does so, then he'll be the one advancing on winner side, and loser this be on the loser side of the pool.
And wow, Toxicara finding the F smash, it wasn't a tipper, so it won't take it. But this Link is in such bad position now.
Oh yeah, I think that's it. Just a back air? Yeah, that's it. Good stuff from Toxicara. He's going to put himself onto the board. You're at a 2-1 situation in the set right now. Potential for a comeback. We'll have to see though. Alright, are they gonna go to toss again? The answer is no, they're going to Dreamland. I will say this, that might potentially be something to note for a lot of these LATAM players like Lydou, Sr.B. Later on in the bracket, I know we've got Heroes as well, and Gabriel KOF. They do play with a slightly modified rule set for the stage list compared to NA, which is the NA rule set is the one that we're running right now. In LATAM, I believe they have toss and waiting rooms separated, and they also have Dracula's Legal as a counter pick, and they have Yoshi's as a counter pick as well. So they have slightly different starters and counter picks. So I'm not too sure how much that would affect this particular match if they were playing with LATAM rules, but just maybe something if some of these LATAM players, you know, aren't used to not having Draculas or Tower of Salvation and Waiting Room being considered the same band. That could be something to note for sure as we progress deeper into the bracket. That being said, this Dreamland pick is going out really well for or not really well, but it's going decent so far at the start for Sr.B. He's gonna secure that kill, but he is at 180.
Shouldn't. Yeah, the tip with back air immediately, just closing out the stock. We're gonna go back to neutral, back to even.
Yep. This definitely is going to be a stronger stage for Sr.B, though, I feel, considering that his projectiles are all mostly horizontal, and sitting under the platforms, it's a lot harder for someone to come at you with, when you've got those 3 projectiles all, like, going at them, like so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
especially since Simon's main projectiles, you know, Holy Water kind of just sits in one spot, and Axe is going to get caught on the platform. So he really only has Cross to challenge from underneath the platforms, and that gets beaten out by a lot of stray hits or just the other projectiles that Link has. So good pick from Sr.B for sure. Yeah. Oh, he went for another one.
Didn't quite get it that time, and now we're gonna see him in the corner.
Yeah.
But he finds the Nair out, but he's back here again, just on ledge, uncomfortably against Link.
Going for another raw up B there. I think Sr.B also something that I just think in particular is he has really great usage of bomb, especially. Like, I think every Link is kind of different, a little bit. I can definitely say that I think his bomb usage is probably some of the best that I've seen any Link do with bombs throughout this entire patch. That's what kind of separates him from all the other Links, in my opinion, like AK and Billy's Link.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been using it to great effect in this set. You see the bomb arrows come into play again.
Oh, just another F smash.
Yeah, Harp saying, stop approaching. I'm going to call out your approaches here, and I'm going to take your stock for it. But
Yeah.
he is at 111%, so it's very scary times.
Yeah. That was almost a confirm. He traded with bomb and nearly confirmed off of it. That's kind of crazy.
Just sad to get Simon off the stage.
Yeah. When you're in the corner with a platform above you, how do you get out versus Link, honestly? You just kind of have to shield and just wait a while. Or else, yeah, you're just gonna get bomb arrowed like that. You just take too much percentage trying to get out of the corner too fast. Good spot dodge.
Sure.
Alright, gets the F throw.
You'll see a little bit of damage off that throw. Nothing spectacular, and we really need something spectacular to for Scar to keep himself in with a chance to win the set.
Yeah, he's just doesn't really. He's not really able to pressure Sr.B to do anything right about now. Sr.B just kind of like he gets hit, but then like he just retreats a bit to the platform, and then Toxicara just like runs away and basically resets neutral every time, it feels like, or he just can't get anything more off than like one or two hits. The punish is just a bit of like you know. It's not very equal between these two. It feels like Toxicara, even if he wins neutral more, Sr.B just gets so much more damage that, oh yeah, that bomb arrow's gonna do it.
Yep.
Just the punish difference, the power from Sr.B, overwhelming Toxicara, and he's gonna move on to winner side of the final bracket.